Welcome to the July 2026 block of the month. This is the block that we will be making this month. For the July block, we're going to go ahead and start by drawing some diagonal lines, corner to corner, on the wrong side of 8 of the white 2.5-inch squares. Okay, and then we're going to stitch right on that line on some of the print teal fabric, and I've oriented them here on how they are to go. We're doing like mirror images of the block, so we want to make sure we get the line going in the correct direction. And then we're just going to go ahead and stitch right on that line. Okay, and then we'll press that, and one is going that way, and then the other is going that way. So let's go ahead and give those a press. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add a solid teal in between these two units that we just made with the snowballed corners, and we're going to orient them like this, and we're going to do 4 of those. Okay, we'll give those a press, and then we'll start on another of our subunits. Okay, for the next subunit, I'm going to stitch a shorter gingham rectangle onto a solid square, or onto the print square. So we have 4 of those, and then we're going to assemble our center as a 9 patch there. Okay, let's give all those a press. The last subunit that we need to make is attaching the longer gingham to this unit that we've done. And in order to get the solid long side facing the center blocks, we are going to make mirror images. So 2 of them will look like this, and 2 of them will look like this. Now, if you're not concerned about where that seam lines up when we put our block together, it really doesn't matter. It just needs to have a gingham on 2 sides of the print. All right, we'll give those a press and then we will start assembling our block. Okay, I've laid out all the units into the position where they will be in the block, and then now we can just go ahead and sew it together like a 9 patch. A row, a row, a row, and then we'll join those rows. And how I have these oriented is that the long solid side without a seam in it is going next to this block, and then on the other side the solid piece here is also there. So if it doesn't matter to you where that seam is, you can go ahead and put it however, but I am going to put them like that, and then I don't really have any seams that are lining up. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and assemble that like a 9 patch. I've pressed those, and on the top and bottom row, I pressed to the outer blocks here, and then the middle I have pressed in towards the 9 patch. That way then our rows will nest when we add them. Okay, and then we'll give that a press, and then we're going to go ahead and add our borders just like we've done for the other months. And here we have our completed July block. Thanks for watching.